Welcome back to VBuzz. You're here with me, Sharita and Juanita. Now, if you're in your late 20s or early 30s, you'll know what I'm talking about. And if you're not there yet, you'll want to stay tuned and listen in, because making the transition from teenager to adult is no easy feat. As those of us who have been through it know, amidst struggling with identity crises and understanding the purpose in life, youths are faced with making decisions about the course of their lives or careers. Back here today to talk about decision making is Wesley Chan, a certified NLP coach with Vision Alliance and a recipient of the Gold Chancellor Award in the industry of training and speaking from Tun Dr. Sri Mahathir Mohamad, who has made it his mission to inspire people to unleash their ultimate potential and strive towards fulfillment and happiness. Welcome back, Wesley.
Hi, welcome back. Thanks for having me today. Yep.
Yes.
It's a pleasure having you. Now, before we dive into the youth aspect of it, in general, making decisions, life-changing decisions especially, is a tough choice.
Yeah.
So, in general, what are some of the basic factors that we should consider when we're faced with making decisions?
Okay, I think decision is a big word to use, right? So most people, okay, this is based on my experience coaching people. People have this fear of making the wrong mistake.
Yes.
So what if I take this step? What if I disappoint my parent? What if I disappoint other people? So they always have this fear in them. What if I make the wrong mistake, the wrong decision? And the second thing is, especially among the youth that I've been working with, due to external party, example, their parents have always been making decisions for them, be it their study, where to go, when to go, what course to take. So they don't have the experience of making their own decision. Now, decision making to me is a skill. You get better over time.
Yeah.
So back to the question you asked me. Number one is fear of making the wrong decision.
Yeah.
And number two, there are people making decisions for you. So when you're making it for yourself, you're not independent yet.
Right.
So that's what I see among people.
Now, speaking specifically about the young population, why is it so hard for them to make confident decisions? Is it just because, Gen Y is generally an indecisive kind of age group?
I wouldn't say they're indecisive. Maybe the right word to say, they often make decisions based on other people. Based on what people say, based on what people tell them, based on what people influence them. For example, I want to study this because I want to be rich like someone else. I want to be like Bill Gates, I want to be like someone else. So they make decisions not based on themselves, but based on other people. So that's what I think, especially Gen Y, I believe, whereby they make decisions to please other people but not themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are the things that youth struggle with, though, specifically? What do they struggle with when it comes to making decisions about maybe their lives or about their careers?
Like when I come back, is the fear of making the wrong decision.
Yes.
And especially, what if I make this decision? Will I let my parents down?
Parents.
Will I upset them?
Yeah.
And especially among the university students I've been working with, young working adults, it's all between them and their parents.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gen Y has gotten a bad rap, like universally, but a lot of the problems you're describing are very, not to step on any toes here, but they're very, more aligned towards Asian parenting mentality, where you kind of coddle your baby. Is it something that affects also the entire population, the parents' decision, or is it very much a Malaysian kind of thing?
I don't know about you and other viewers out there. I was being brought up in a typical Asian Chinese average family. You want to get rich, successful, you become a doctor, engineer, or a lawyer. I think it's because of what our parents been through. Gen X, their condition is to fight for what you believe, and then capitalism, you have to be the best, and they stay at a job for 20-30 years.
That's true.
Unlike Gen Y, we have got more resources now, we have got more information, we have got internet, so we have a lot of options to select. So that's, I think, this
too many options, we're just not making the right.
Exactly, because when you have too many options, I want to be like them, oh, I can do this too, I can do that too. So at the end, they don't know what they want, so they end up being influenced by other people and pleasing other people but not themselves.
Right. Okay. Well, talking about parents who make decisions for their kids, I didn't go through that because my parents were very supportive. They said, like, anything, as long as you're happy, go ahead and do it. But I mean, I've had friends who, had their parents tell them what to do, who in high school, my best friend was telling me, no, her mom is forcing her to be a nurse, even though she didn't want to do that. So how do youth actually stand up for what they want without feeling, guilty or like they're going against their parents and they're defying the parents?
I would say you can't stop them from being guilty,
Yeah.
because they feel guilt because they love their parents. Back many years ago, 4 years ago, I graduated as a chemical engineer.
Right.
From UTP, University Technology Petronas. I had a few job offers from MNCs, but I rejected all of them. And then there was one particular night, 1 o'clock midnight, I went back home, and it was my dad. So I said, son, sit down. So he shouted at me, and it was 1 o'clock midnight.
Yeah.
So then I sat down and he asked me, so son, what do you want to do? Tell me honestly what happened to your job offer. And I said, I've rejected all of them. My dream is to be a speaker, is to be a trainer, to travel across the world to inspire people, to motivate people. But my dad didn't quite like it. He said, I pay so much money, you should be an engineer. And he shouted, he yelled at me. And then he stood up, he banged on the table and chased me out of my house. And basically from that moment, I still persisted in what I do. And it was after 1 year, I was driving to a school about to deliver a motivation talk to a school in Kepong. And my dad called me. So I thought, again, you're going to get screwed all the time. But at the point of time, my dad was crying. And he said, he apologized to me. And he told me that he felt sorry because he had been too harsh on me. And he said the next thing I will never forget. He said, son, whatever you do, I will always be proud of you.
Wow.
So it's like, and then I realized one thing, parents do love us. It is just that, we just have to go through these dark periods whereby we could be alone sometimes, you'll be doing things on yourself. So coming back to that question, I think especially youth, when we make decisions based on our passion, we follow our passion, YOLO, follow our dream, we will feel guilty. We will have that regret, we will feel disappointed because we make our parents sad. I think it's normal, it shows that we love our parents. I think it's just that to go through that, use it as a field of motivation. The guilt that you have, turn it into something that's positive in you so that you do better in what you do. So to tell our parents that we follow our passion is not just to play a fool, it's really we believe in what we do and to follow our passion. I think that's what I believe.
Well, earlier you did also mention that Gen Y generally makes decisions based on what other people perceive on them. How do we then manage our own expectations versus what other people expect of us to smoothen all our decision-making processes? How do we manage that balance?
Okay, the first thing is being Gen Y or being anyone else is to know what's important to you, be it in your life or your career. For example, I've recently given a talk in the university, and I asked the Gen Y, is money important to you? There are a lot of hands raising up, but there are just some people who don't believe that money is important to them. Now in each of us, we are like onion layers. So the inner core is our value. Value is what's important to us in our own self. So the first thing is you must discover what's important to you. Because if you know what's important to you, chances are you will do that because it makes you more fulfilled and it motivates you. It makes you jump up from the bed. In Gen Y, I realized there are many Gen Y who believe in passion, making a difference, helping other people, and it's all about helping other people. So it is quite different compared to parents who may believe in security, who may believe in protocol and system structure. So that's different. So how do you manage these differences among the parents and the children? I believe is to sit down and to really talk. Not to yell and scream and then chase them out of the house. I think the worst thing to ever have in a family is a kid have the fear to come back home to ask help from the parents. To me, I think that's quite sad.
That's very true.
To see, because I used to have that feeling last time. What if I come back home and I get screamed one more time? So I will end up coming back home at 2 a.m. I will just lap out somewhere else before I come back home. So that was the fear in me last time. So I think they should really sit down together and really evaluate as a family together. Being parents themselves, listen to what the kids have to say. Because nowadays there are far more resources out there, internet, information everywhere, that maybe the parents are not aware. On the other hand, the children should also listen from the parents.
Yeah.
because they have got vast experiences with what they have.
Yes,
So both sides should really sit down and to really talk to each other more.
Yeah, it's all about communication.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's very true. To have an open communication, open line of communication is so important. I remember when I left my first job, I called my dad crying because I was like, I don't know what to do because I'm so stressed out. What do I do? And that's so important to have, you know, your parent there for you. But I also like what you say about having, you know, a value system. So, but how can youth determine what the right values should be while, you know, sitting down with their parents? How do they determine that?
I think before they sit down with their parents, they should reflect on themselves.
Right.
Ask yourself what's important to you in your life. Now, what's important to you in your career, and reminder is on your own terms. It's not based on what people say and what people tell you. It's based on what you believe. And check on yourself what you believe that gives you the best in your career. Example, if you're going to have a dream, ideal career or life, how would it be and what would it be like? So it could be things like, I believe that to have a dream career, you must travel. There are many gens who tell me this, career, top 5 values, travel. It really depends on different people. Some people don't believe in traveling. Some people believe in freedom. Some people believe in having money. Some people believe in passion. So it really depends. And to really sit down in one corner, check with yourself what's important to you in your life or career. Trust the answer that comes out. Believe in what your mind tells you. Because in the study of NLP, we study about the conscious and the unconscious mind. So you know what's in you, just that you have to reflect and acknowledge yourself. That's what I believe.
Thank you so much, Wesley, for sharing these tips with us. You know, I'm sure it's very useful to a lot of our viewers out there who are struggling.